All right, we are live. Yo, what up, everybody?
What's happening?
What up?
Tutty.
Okay, yep. Say something for the FIFO.
What up?
Shelton, Spike, what
What's
up?
happening? What's
What
happening?
up, though?
Word out
What's
there.
going on? What's going on?
Yeah, the playoffs going on in the league, in our Madden league. We kind of got that on right now. Nate versus Marquise. We just finished wrapping up our weekly recaps that we do on Twitch. Picked off? So yeah, make sure you guys, if you're not following the Dead End Sports Twitch channel, please do so. Twitch.tv/Dead End Sports. We will be on a hiatus for about a month or so. However long Succession goes on, because that time is going to be dedicated to that for frames per second. So you guys make sure you guys check that out. So we're not going to hold you guys any longer. We're going to get into the show. This is the place where sports opinions collide. Dead End Sports. I'm your host, Kenneth Beans. Joining me on the show, you have a flabbergasted FIFO 24/7.
What it do? Man, if you watching this, that's a hell of a catch by Kyle Pitts.
It is. He glowing now. What up, Shelton?
What's happening?
What up, Spike?
What up, though?
What up, Nick?
What's happening?
We appreciate you guys tuning in to join us as we discuss the weekend sports, man. Some things happen here and there. College, Q will be back, y'all. Y'all get a brother some time. Y'all get a brother some time, man. It has been over a month though. It has been over a month, but yeah, man. Let's go ahead and get into the show. Whoever that big oh shit, that's it. Who is that big motherfucker, bro?
I don't know, but he is dominant.
Is that Fletcher Cox?
Nah, he let go Fletcher Cox. That's somebody new.
Who is that?
I don't know, but he's like it every day. In the run game, he's a one-man wrecking crew.
He's not even a superstar. Like,
he is a superstar.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is that Davis?
Nah.
Jordan Clark?
I don't know. We got to look at the roster.
5 turnovers by the Falcons.
That's crazy. That's un-Nate-like.
That's game. We're watching the playoffs on Twitch. Some guys in our league are playing right now. I would, if I could put it on, I would, but I can't. I don't know how. Either way, but yeah, Right now, the defending Super Bowl champ is down 30-7 in the third quarter with 3 minutes and 30 seconds basically left. 5 turnovers, 3 fumbles,
Had a good
and
game plan.
a pick. Yeah, he did. He came in with a good game
It's
plan.
the NFC. That's the Wild Wild West, man.
Yeah, it's rough over there, bro.
That's a tutty.
He out.
That's a tutty. That should be a tutty.
It's not.
Okay.
He had the angle.
It's good enough, though.
You know Jalen Hurts ain't that fast, man.
But you gotta the option and RPOs are like real
Real life.
You gotta read it, though.
watch that.
He read that.
They work
They do.
more this year than they've ever have,
They do.
which is crazy because they don't run RPO like that in the NFL.
The Eagles do, though.
Yeah, but everybody running that. Man, I'll be playing the computer with a slow ass white quarterback and them motherfuckers running the
They do.
And
RPO.
they'll break for like 50
That shit
yards.
makes no
and
fucking
pisses
sense,
you
bro.
off, bro.
And then you can't hit them.
Yeah.
They run out of
They
bounds or
like,
slide at the
oh.
perfect time.
Yeah.
Like, you mother.
Yep.
Yep, so we'll see.
Oh, y'all all still in the playoffs?
No.
No,
Nah,
I lost
Which one of y'all in
yesterday.
it? None of y'all?
We all lost.
I lost yesterday.
He ain't make the playoffs. Lost second round, lost first round.
And then I shouldn't even, I didn't even get a chance to play my first game, so my match was a sim, so I didn't even earn it, so I don't even really count that. So yeah, it is what it is. But it was a good bounce back season, shit, from not making the playoffs to getting in this year.
So you
But we ain't ready yet, though.
y'all rooting against Nate because he wins so much?
Say
he
what?
does win all the time.
Is that why?
Wait,
I asked FIFA. Is that
Well, no,
why
he beat me in the Super Bowl. So obviously I don't want him.
Oh,
to win.
okay.
how? Oh, that was
He's been doing
good.
that all game.
He went and
has.
go-
But they can't watch this game, so yeah.
Yeah, let's get to it, bro.
NBA.
Your favorite sport?
That's the NBA episode.
Your favorite sport?
We could talk about NCAA later, but I don't think no one really give a fuck right now.
There's been some good games in this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think we
Shrug
should.
your shoulders as you
It's
said.
been
it.
watchable. It's been watchable.
You're
I ain't never
surprised that
been-
it's watchable.
Yeah, I won't lie to you.
That Arkansas Kansas game was nice though.
It was some. It's been worth tuning in.
I mean, what you
just
got?
don't know so much.
What you got for the NCAA?
Yeah, let's start there.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
I was gonna say anybody brackets fucked up already.
Everybody.
I didn't even do a bracket.
I didn't get a chance to do a
Everybody,
bracket.
all millions, the millions and millions of people's, everybody's brackets messed
You know
up.
who I got winning it all?
Who's that?
Houston.
I have Texas.
I had Duke.
Houston.
You had
with
Duke?
I picked our bracket 5 minutes before it was
You a
submission
damn
time.
dweeb. Dude.
I listened to Jay Billis. Of course, he's
picked
biased.
You listen to Jay Billis?
Yeah, Jay
Yeah,
Billis.
nah.
He said Duke was playing the best in the country over there. And they had a 10-game
They say
winning
that
streak.
every year,
First
bro.
of all,
They
I
ain't
ain't
played
watched
no
college
niggas
why
basketball.
do you hold Jay Billis to a high?
I don't hold him
regard?
to any standard. I listen to Dan Patrick every day. He was on there talking. And I just
couldn't
heard it
listen
in
to Dan
bypass.
Patrick every
That's
day.
my guy. I like Dan Patrick.
Bro, you can't. You got the media will always hype up Duke. I watched Duke
true.
play once this year versus North
I didn't realize
Carolina,
they had nothing but that white
and when
man.
I saw them play, I was like, "This team isn't all that."
I saw that when I seen them play it for the first time in the tournament. I was like,
Yeah, so I shit. Lucky they got out of the first round.
Manny was hyping the chat when they won a couple games though.
I know, and I'm like, bro, like I know you've watched them all year. Like, why are you hype about this team? Shout out to Manny.
They said
Yeah.
UT just looked different from Duke. With the
They grown
product,
men and niggas.
yeah.
If you look, like I said, if you saw in the chat what I told them, I said y'all going out in the second round,
Yeah.
and they hit a buzzsaw. And Tennessee was that team. Tennessee was the right matchup.
Yeah,
Them boys wasn't ready for no Tennessee.
that's a fact.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I didn't get a chance to fill out a bracket, but I caught some games. There were some games that looked fairly decent, you know, and other ones still look like terrible college basketball. But what was the team that knocked out
FDU.
Fairleigh
FDU? Was that it?
Yes, they coach
Just
got
Jersey.
another job today too.
Where he go?
Iona. He took Rick Pitino's place.
Pitino
Rick
went to,
Pitino went to St. John's.
St. John.
And shout out to
Providence.
Ed
Tino in
Jones.
New York.
Yeah,
Providence
back
coach.
home. he
That
did.
sound like that's a
Georgetown.
dangerous
Yes,
combination.
I was gonna say Ed Cooley. Shout out to Ed Cooley.
He went to Georgetown.
He took over the Georgetown job and should bring it back to Providence.
Should he?
Yes, Ed Cooley.
hard.
Yeah, he went to Providence after they hadn't won. They hadn't been to the tournament like 7 years,
We'll see.
and now he's a consistent competitor
We'll
in
see.
the tournament.
You see,
Providence.
you
is
see what
nice.
happened to Shaka.
Who? Oh,
Shaka wasn't in
Shaka.
Georgetown. He was at
No, I'm
Texas.
just saying like Shaka. I mean, it ain't looking good for a great opportunity.
Oh yeah, well, see, Ed Cooley just skipping over.
good
He
coach.
he's not stepping up. He's just going over because Providence is already
Yeah,
up
it's
there.
equal. He's just making more money.
Yeah,
He was making 3 at Providence. He's making 6.5 now.
yeah. Them same people he's recruiting, he can recruit at
Are there
Georgia.
any teams that's standing out to y'all?
Hold on, but before you go there, did y'all see the backstory of the FDU coach? So he took over FDU, right? They were one of the worst programs last year. He was coaching in a Division II school. I couldn't tell you the name. Took over FDU, brought over 3 players. All 3 of them were their starting or their leading scorers on the team that he brought over from D2. And they come through and win a game
Pull off
like that.
16.
So, you know, it really proves that talent is just talent. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the level that you play at. These guys competed at a D1 level and won.
And they were like the shortest team.
Yeah, like
in the
6'1",
tournament.
average 6'1", height 6'1".
Wasn't
But
Purdue
they
the
were
tallest or some
scrappy.
shit like
Yeah,
that?
and Purdue is the
Crazy.
biggest. But
Yeah, that's the one that fake ass y'all mean.
yes,
Okay.
He didn't get a field goal in the last 9 minutes.
Yeah, you y'all
Playing against-
mayonnaise.
it was awful, man. And I blame him partially, but his teammates more than anything else because they were shook and they couldn't give him the ball. All they had to do was give him the ball
He's 7'4" and can't get the ball in
because he and they said it even after he take a pounding too because he's so big. Yeah. But it don't matter.
yeah,
It don't matter.
He's
You still
7'4",
got to give
bro.
him the ball.
The tallest person on their team 6'4".
So what about this Lively guys? He good for Duke because they were talking about he didn't even have a point.
Man, Lively is not. He's not a scorer. He's more
Okay.
athleticism. He gonna get you dunks,
He a
rebounds,
second
and
round
blocks.
pick.
So they were okay
If he
because
goes
it felt
out
like they
now.
were hyping him up. They
He's
were
a
like
second round
Lively
pick.
hasn't even
He
taken
a
a
dumb
shot.
late first
Okay.
round
What-
to me, but he a second round
What
pick.
turned him up was when he was playing. I forgot what game it was. The Carolina game. He had about 9 blocks in that Carolina game. And playing Carolina, you play them dudes all the time. It's like playing your boys. That ain't nothing for them. So to step up for a game like that, even though it's a big game, it means something, but not as much as we think it does. It ain't like going on the road and playing and doing nothing big. He's not a threat whatsoever. And once
Okay.
again, he's playing them niggas. So that was the biggest difference.
Arkansas went out to Kansas. Did that surprise you?
That was very surprising because
What did they call him? Devo. What's his last name? Is it Devo Adams?
for Kansas,
The Arkansas. His name is like Devontae, but they call him Devo something. But he was balling.
Mm-hmm.
He was the main reason why they kept Kansas at bay, because he had like 20. He at least had over 24 points
I figured
until he fouled out.
I figured Wilson would figure a way out of it. Wilson is nice, but Kansas don't have as much depth as other teams, nor do they have dogs after Jalen Wilson. You get after him like Grady Dick is talented, but once again, Grady Dick scared of them boys. He at times he shrinks. Now at times he'll score 24 in a game, but the next game he have 5. So they don't have the depth in Kansas. So Arkansas just brought the heat, but Kansas was in control of that game and let it go.
They
Bill
was. They
Self
can't-
wasn't there, was he?
Huh?
That would have. If Bill Self was there, they probably would have won that game.
That's a difference. Bill Self is
Probably one of the best coaches in college.
He
Don't
is.
disrespect the black man. That was
Nah,
coaching the game, bro.
no disrespect.
He was saying that. Well, I was watching
He
the
ain't
game
Bill
with
Self,
him. He was like, I was like, bro, that's the head coach. He was like, no, it ain't, bro.
Not in Kansas. I knew
Right.
that wasn't Kansas head coach.
Michigan State, back at
Tom
it again,
Izzo.
bro.
He's
Yeah.
a monster, man. He up there with Belichick and all of those guys.
Tom
he's
Izzo,
right
he the old man at the club now though, because he over here talking. He looking around like, bro, I don't like how this shit is being run right now.
He complained about NIL.
Yeah,
all
he
that
is
shit.
like these
Izzo?
kids. He said you can't even yell at these kids like that.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
He right. You can't yell at
Yeah,
the
he
kids.
said it's
Correct.
against the law to yell at them.
Yeah,
He said
yeah.
they spend more time on NIL than they do on their game.
Correct.
Yeah, he mad.
Yeah, his all his peers are gone now. Now he looking at
They
them.
probably got tired of the
Boeheim was
shit.
like,
They did. You know the Coach K's, the Jim
Boeheim said some
Boeheim,
similar shit. Yeah,
all those guys, because it's not their way anymore.
Right.
They were
Boeheim-
used to running the program their way, and their way don't exist anymore. So those guys are getting out of there. He'll be
Boeheim-
soon to follow.
Boeheim said he was getting to where he was regretting. I didn't even want to go to practice. So,
Crazy.
I don't
It
even-
was that. He felt like it was that bad.
He said for the last at least they went on a 4-game losing streak at the end of the season. They was about to make the tournament and they lost 4 straight. He said he was over it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because as a coach, man, look, you really got to be able to get on kids at times. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be able to have that type of impact. It's not about fear and it's not about disrespect, but it's about
A spark. You got to give them. That's what you're there for as a coach. You got to give them a spark.
Yep.
And if the way that they used to giving sparks is like played out now, they ain't got no way to relate. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They don't know like what do I do? Tweet them or something? They don't know.
It's just a different game now. Florida Atlantic is making waves. They got lucky because they had to play Fairleigh Dickinson in the second round. The biggest surprise though is Princeton. Princeton is coming through.
Princeton?
They about to get their ass busted.
Yeah, they're gonna get their ass kicked this round.
I thought that last
They made it
round.
far
though.
enough.
I heard it was a little. I can't remember. It was a tweet or an announcer said you can't really find it in your heart to root for Princeton as no underdog. So
Right.
Go to Princeton.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, other than that, it's been dead.
It's
I ain't really
dead.
seen no NBA players.
That was the thing that was like a takeaway for me. Like from the games that I saw, I didn't watch all of them, but I was like, "Where is that guy?" And I know
Yeah.
college kind of restricts you nowadays, so you can't really see it.
always.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, you could see it.
Back in the day, it was just you had 4 or 5 guys. So the play was elevated amongst the entire team, not just 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? Like even think about when Jay Williams was still in college.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Okay, they have 5, 6 NBA players. The other teams had 3, 4, 5 NBA players, depending on the squad we talking about. Now, right, it's like 1 or 2. And then that's it. And now there's
Maybe
none.
1 or 2.
No, now there's none.
Right.
Wait.
It's
but
1 or 2 in a game now. It's
How many
going to the NBA.
NBA players were on the team with Anthony Davis? Weren't there a couple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
Matter of fact, and that
whole
two,
starting
two
five, by
top
the way,
5 in
pro.
that draft. Him and guy for Charlotte, who we drafted, I couldn't stand. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Yeah, went number 2.
Yeah, but you didn't. I didn't really see it with Davis. He didn't really put up astounding numbers like that.
Nah,
No.
but Anthony Davis,
Well, they were hyping
he
him
passed the
up.
eye
They
test.
were
It's
hyping
crazy
him
that
up.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist went 2 overall.
Bro, I don't understand how
It
you
was.
draft somebody with no jump shot.
That didn't
He had a
make
triple
sense.
double
Shit,
his
that's
first
what
game.
that's
That-
what the
that-
Nets did.
that
I
did-
mean, the Sixers.
The Hornet? Who?
But I remember
Ben
Anthony
Simmons.
Davis though. They were hyping.
That was
him.
different though.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a different
That's not
level.
different. That's the
Michael
exact
Kidd
same
Givers
thing.
was known just for defense and
Ben Simmons was known for
That was a bad
Ben
draft.
Simmons-
Playmaking.
That was
Ben
a bad
Simmons-
draft.
Yeah,
Like
Ben-
MKG was where he could play make
No,
too.
not the same.
was-
Nowhere
He was
near.
a two-way guy.
He was
More
getting-
Kawhi than anything.
He was getting humble man triple doubles.
nah.
He was getting,
His first game, he got a
he was like
triple-double.
10, 10, and 10 or some shit
Yeah,
like
that
that.
was-
No, he wasn't nowhere near that.
Not for his career, but like his first couple games, I remember that.
I
Like
mean,
the first game out the bat, he had a triple double.
Who?
Oh,
Yeah, his first game
I
playing
thought he was
pro.
going.
yeah, I didn't really see it with D Book either.
Nah, you
Oh,
didn't.
My
But it's
brother talked
Kentucky,
about
though.
D-Book, but
I was gonna say,
didn't see
And what you know
Kentucky-
about
Brother
Kentucky,
did.
they gonna go pro.
Kentucky
Like,
has the greatest history of guards. If you look
players.
at all,
Period.
if you look at their Tyler Hero, immediately quickly, Devin Booker, John Wall, De'Aaron Fox, who else?
I did see it with,
Like you,
with
like
Fox.
oh yeah, Malik Monk. Like there's a lot of guards you go through. Like bro, Kentucky got guards.
yeah, Fox and Monk.
You can even go
them
big
boys
man
were-
with AD Cousins.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Cousins. Yeah, so I don't know.
They said that's the only reason that Calipari has been able to keep his job because he always got a class coming in next
Yeah,
year.
oh, always.
Because it's been fairly disappointing. He's got one national championship. That ain't
Yeah.
Kentucky, and they ain't even been past what the first weekend
The one
in 3 years.
The one,
Yeah, it's
the,
been
the
bad.
one time that they lost to West Virginia when they had John Wall, Cousins, and all that starting. He almost got fired off of that because it's like, bro, Bob Huggins was out there and he got a pay raise after that. Bob Huggins was giddy as hell because they were just cashing threes on him. They couldn't do shit because that was the worst. You can't shoot threes on that team because none of them. All it was just inside out.
What head
Yeah.
coach got naked after you beat somebody? Who was it?
Muscleman
Oh, that was
Arkansas.
That was Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Muscle.
He got that stripping,
He used to
bro.
coach for the Kings.
Yeah, I thought he was a player. I was like, no, wrong. Why
He was. That was a mating call. He was in all. He was in all the bitches though in that city. He was like, "Look, I'm available tonight.
That was-
We just beat Kansas.
Yeah, but I earned this
My
one.
room key is available."
Hey man, watch Kansas State though. They are pretty nice. They got Keontae Johnson.
Who they coach? It ain't Bob
Black
Huggins. is
dude.
it?
No,
It's
he
a
got
black
black
dude.
coach. What is his name? I like that team though.
Yeah, I do. They
Their point guard.
look
Their
like-
point guard. You talk about a next level player. Look at their point guard. Their point guard is that guy. And
That's a short dude.
Yeah, he was killing.
5'6"?
What's his name?
He ain't
Noel.
going
What is his
pro.
last name? Forgive me for not knowing his last name.
King Cam.
Yeah,
sent it-
Noel.
Yeah.
King Cam sent in a members chat. Brandon Miller from Alabama, the best player in college basketball.
He is.
I can see that.
That's
Keontae
true.
Johnson is
in
up
He don't
college
jump
there.
off
basketball.
the
Yes,
page,
that's
though.
true.
You can look at the Alabama game and still not notice him though.
Sometimes, yeah, he does disappear at times. That team is long and good.
Yeah.
Keontae Johnson from K State. Pause. Yeah.
That's what she
my
said.
first
You could have
pause.
used either one. of
Hey,
them.
but Keontae Johnson, I don't know if y'all remember a couple years ago, he the one that passed out and had the heart condition.
yeah, I do
and was out.
remember
Well, he's back and with a vengeance. He's gonna make a nice pro too. He got moves all day.
This is usually a good weekend of college basketball though.
Yeah,
this
it's-
weekend.
this
This week
the-
16 is usually like
Yeah, that's
best
the best
weekend.
one.
yeah, you can sit there and watch the games. All
This is
day.
the one you bet money on, Sheldon.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You be asking in the chat, nigga.
Yeah, all them other
Quit asking
bullshit
us
first two
questions.
rounds.
Just go
Bro,
with your gut.
did you
nigga.
really
Hey.
bet Josh Hart though?
I'm gonna tell you
He hit.
what's gotten worse than the fantasy people
Oh, yeah.
like
Okay.
want you to
I
check
didn't
their
think you
fantasy
did. Yeah.
throughout the season. What's gotten worse than that is the niggas that use the sports betting. And is such and such gonna get 5 points? Is he gonna get 8 rebounds? Is he gonna get 3 blocks? What is
It's a
that
lot,
you use?
man. Prize picks.
Prize picks.
It's
That
crazy.
Shit is annoying.
Yeah, but Josh Hart is
annoying.
surprisingly balling right now.
But I
Josh
thought
Hart is the reason
he
the
only
Knicks are
had
doing
10
well.
points. What was the bet?
Well,
He's
he
a,
needed 20.
See, prize picks you gotta pick.
points, rebounds, assists.
Yeah, prize picks you can pick if they go over 12
Yeah.
points or under 12 points.
Yeah.
If they're gonna go over 5 assists or under 5 assists.
Okay.
And
In
then
Josh Hart's last 5 games, he's had 7 rebounds in all 5 games. So you could bet him the next game to go over that. And
yeah, like a kick.
Oh,
kick
okay,
in.
okay.
It's like a whole thing.
I was just trying to figure out why you asked
You
me.
been watching a lot of Knicks games. That's why you.
That's what they use to get around like being able to flat out bet in places like Georgia.
now Julius
Since
Randle.
Georgia can't flat out bet on the games, they use the shit like that.
Yeah, Julius Randle let me down though because he had 51 through 3 and stunk up the fourth quarter.
Nah, it wasn't. Well, shit, you can't drop 57 and say you stunk up anything. But my thing was, we just couldn't.
ran
We
out of
couldn't score.
gas.
Yeah, we ran out of gas there. 3 minutes left in the game. We couldn't hit shit.
But that's why Julius Randle not a superstar though. Like you can't pace yourself,
He's not a superstar.
bro. You can't pace yourself to win a game
not
when you
a-
got
bro,
I got 51 through
There's
3. I'm gonna
plenty
go
of-
7.
There's plenty.
I thought he was.
I'm just saying
I did
this.
too.
I'm just saying this.
nigga get 57.
There's plenty of games that you can criticize Julius Randle. Not the game where he dropped 57, bro.
He had 6 in the fourth quarter. They lost
6.
5 with 10 points.
I thought he was going for
Scoring
70,
6 in the
though.
fourth quarter is not bad.
In his last,
But when you got it going like that,
his
He
line,
scored 50 something in the first 3
I
quarters.
51.
understand.
But he should have paced himself or something, bro. Like
He
sit
should have
down
took a
or
deep
something,
breath.
bro.
One game, you man,
gotta
you get
win
out there,
them
you
type
win
games.
that
How
game.
do you pace yourself? We was down the whole game. Defense was shitball that game.
Prince
Prince
beat
was
you.
ice, bro.
Prince beat
I ain't
you.
never
Prince
seen
hit
Prince
8 threes in a
Prince
row.
looked like Steph.
Prince hit 8 threes in a row.
He was just cashing,
Torian
bro.
Prince, I'm like, this
hand
that-
in his face.
I said, that Tayshaun Prince? Who was that? Torian Prince looked like a. They made Nas Reed
Bruh,
a toy.
he-
Nas Reed out there shooting hook shots.
Bro,
I'm
we
like,
lost,
this is ridiculous.
I was upset. We lost to a team with Ant Edwards on the bench, Cat on the bench.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
bro,
was surprised
we
they lost
shouldn't
that
lose
game, bro, for real.
It gave the only reason why I could sleep at night was because it hurt the Lakers because they needed the Wolves to lose that game.
Man, they've been doing some dumb shit. Anthony Davis and these mental
problem,
gaps, bro. To sit Anthony Davis on a back-to-back versus Houston when you need to win games.
How you lose to Houston?
For him not to close out on a three-point shooter to sag in the paint and just leave him wide open after you fouled him on a three-point attempt and he hit all 3 and then you missed the free throw. What in the entire fuck?
They say that he's like an
why he's number
80%
2.
free throw shooter normally, but like in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, like some crunch time, he goes to like 50, 51%.
AD?
Yeah, AD. It's like he drastically becomes less clutch.
AD becomes Ben Simmons.
That's funny. Don't put
That's
that. Don't
funny.
put that. Don't put the evil
Yeah,
on
don't
him.
do
Rick,
that.
Bobby.
Yeah, so anyway. So I guess we're on the basketball. Ain't
Basketball. Let's talk about these MVP odds.
All right.
They switched up, Ken.
They scared yo.
I feel like it took a white man to let the white man know what's going on. Nick Wright has been going on a campaign trail saying there's some bullshit going on here, fellas, and I'm here to call it all out. And niggas is starting to listen because you watch these games. Shit, Denver can't even beat the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? And I know how you feel about them. So the MVP odds have changed. It's Embiid now. The Sixers been going off. How many games they won in a row? Like what,
They
8
were
games?
hot
Yeah.
until they lost their
Embiid
last
averaging-
one. But yeah, they've been killing it, bro.
Embiid averaging 30 over his last 6 games.
Shooting
games.
over 50%
shooting
from the
50%.
field.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, the MVP odds is Embiid 1, Joker 2, Giannis 3. But Giannis is a distant third a little bit.
Embiid gonna get this.
They're going to get it because they're just trying to make up for the bullshit they pulled a couple years ago. That's all this shit is, bro.
Plus, the media started talking about it and catching on to it. It became
Yeah,
a
they can't-
narrative with JJ Redick.
They can't let him.
And
win
it's
three
also
straight.
like you gave this white man a MVP when he was a 6 seed. Sit down, sir.
Right. Yeah.
You got to
Exactly.
sit down for that.
Exactly. So now that you're starting losing, they got to kind of make it seem quote unquote fair.
Yeah.
But, you know, I still think it's still, well, I don't know, man. It still feels like some sort of pandering. You know, Kendrick Perkins of all people said what he said, and Kendrick Perkins was probably scared of them white folks. It's big, goofy country. Probably was like, oh shit, we don't need to be pissing off the blackies. So, and then now here come the ally. So, you know, saying the same shit, and then of course he's losing.
Yeah, but it's his team losing, like to above all.
So yeah, I wouldn't be mad at it. At least, you know, they're making up for the fuck shit. But, you know, at the same time, like now Joker, I don't know, is he still leading the West? Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're still number
Kings
one.
were close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're still
the number
number
2 is a King, so that's which is
So yeah, it's just
insane in
like,
itself.
you know,
Insane.
It's insane.
you're still leading and now you want
Balling,
to
too.
take it away from him. It's kind of, I don't know, man.
They gonna lose the first
That's
round.
just fucking weird.
Who the 7 seed the Kings play?
That would be either.
The Golden State.
Nah, Golden State 6.
No, let me
Shit.
see. I'll tell you right
I
now.
think Dallas is 7.
Yeah.
it is Dallas.
Memphis right behind them. And Memphis haven't been doing that without Josh. So I don't know, bro.
Dylan Brooks holding it down, boy.
Dylan Brooks.
Kyrie didn't
guess
think
so.
so.
Is he the new villain of the NBA?
Yes.
Yeah, he's the Wednesday of the NBA.
Did you see the jersey swap?
That's some Kyrie shit though. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Well,
It really
is
was.
that,
Tried
is that
to act
Kyrie
like-
saying,
it really is.
He
is
tried
that
to act
Kyrie,
like he didn't mean what he was doing, but he knew
is
exactly.
that
what he
Kyrie
was
He
saying
did.
he a scrub?
Yeah, absolutely. It's Kyrie Irving, bro. Come on.
He a champ.
I want your jersey, nigga.
Who is you?
Get out of here.
Who is you?
You can have mine, though. Hang that shit up in your house, nigga.
Man, go get that
It's
jersey.
gonna make for good
Go
TV.
get that jersey. Watch
That's
that.
gonna make for
man.
good TV first round of the playoffs if they play. Because Dylan Brooks should take that personal. If you going
100.
back and forth like that with Draymond and you playing into this villain character, you ought to take this personal. Fuck what Kyrie saying he didn't mean to do it. Nah, bro.
I wouldn't care because what,
And he left him
what
hanging.
Dylan Brooks gonna do?
Right, he was standing there with
He will stand the whole.
Hold on, I'm gonna watch it. Hold on.
He said, I seen that. My mind was elsewhere.
That man said my mind was. He didn't even cross his mind to take his jersey, bro.
Nah,
You know-
man, this looks innocent, bro. It just look like a dab. Is
It
there
was.
another video?
I sent in the group chat.
That looks innocent, bro.
He just walked off and left him holding his jersey, looking
He
crazy.
took the jersey off.
I wouldn't have known. That looked like you were hot.
Niggas typically don't do that, Cam.
Well,
You do it with your
He
peers.
took his
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
No,
Like-
what it is, he took his and gave him his. So he was giving him his back, but he didn't take
Oh,
Yeah.
oh shit.
it. So he got Kyrie's jersey.
So Kyrie gave him
Like he a fan.
So he came up to Dapper for the game. Kyrie took his jersey. How you gonna do? Oh no, I don't want yours. It's cool.
Oh man.
Dang, so Kyrie gave Dylan his jersey. Same game, right?
Yeah.
And then Dylan tried to get his shit back. I mean, and he didn't take it. Oh, that's fucked up, bro.
You gotta, if you Dylan Brooks, you gotta play into this. Even if you don't feel no type of way, man, for the like
You
did
throw
this
the-
shit
you
with
throw the
Draymond.
jersey on the
Yeah,
ground.
like man, get this shit out of here, bro. Want your jersey, nigga.
That's like Aaron Harrington saying Jordan sent his shoes to him after that
Take my
game.
shoes off.
Talking about better luck next time.
Damn, that's funny.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
FIFO.
What up?
Are the Denver Nuggets the Minnesota Vikings of the NBA?
Jokic, Kirk Cousins.
Nah, Jokic is Justin Jefferson. Michael Porter Jr. is Kirk Cousins.
Jamal.
I think so. I think Joker does a lot of good things, and it's hard to stop him. But like I said, Jamal Murray, like from what I've watched this season, he's still not where Klay is now, right? Like I said, I think Klay's going to come back. Defensively, he's not going to be the same exact guy, but he can still hold his own. And we're seeing Klay finally get his legs back under him. Jamal Murray is not there yet. You know what I'm saying? He's just not there yet. And without Jamal Murray being there, and then PJ has been up and down, I really can't say he's consistent like that, right? Like, I don't believe in them like that. They're doing well, number one, but I feel like the Lakers can knock them off. LeBron come back healthy and rested. You know what I'm saying? AD, the new nucleus that they have over there. I think the Lakers can knock them off. So I think they're not contenders. You know what I'm saying? They're not. Well, they are contenders, but they're not favorites.
Barely.
You know what I'm saying? I keep picking Golden State, and I know they have the worst record, road record in the NBA.
They just snapped a 10-game road win.
Bruh. I've never seen nothing like it.
They lost to Atlanta.
They just beat the Rockets.
It's the Rockets.
Right, like it shouldn't even count. They should still be considered on a losing streak.
So,
Yeah. When I saw they lost to Atlanta, I was like, God damn.
yeah, man,
I
it's
just
bad, bro.
I
It's
just
bad.
think the Nuggets is just more of a fine regular season story that you need to get through the regular season, and then when the playoffs happen, it's like, all right, let's move these motherfuckers to the side and let's get to the real shit.
Is this the fifth year playing yet? Is this the fifth year?
For who?
Go the Nuggets. They had a 5-year plan.
Yeah, you
man, they
it's
fucked
supposed
it
to
up.
be-
Oh, they let Bobo go. That's what killed it. That is why
fucked it up.
they will always be. I saw night FIFA. I was watching the Orlando game. Bobo sighting. He was right down the end of that bench.
Yeah, the Nuggets ain't. I don't think anybody fears them. Us sitting up here, that we don't think that they're gonna win it. Nobody in the West is like, man, we got Denver first round. People probably praying that they get Denver that first round.
What's the problem though that y'all see?
They don't have any fear, and no one fears them. I don't think they don't play good enough defense to lock niggas up, and their offense is all through Joker. So
Yeah.
if Joker's going off, then you have a shot. But if he ain't doing shit, then no one's really stepping up.
Well, here's the thing, right? Like Joker impacts the game on many different levels outside of really one-on-one defense, right? Like he's a really good help defender. One-on-one, you can, depending on who you are, you can get the best of him. To me, the thing about Denver is they don't have a perimeter player that is elite at attacking the basket, elite athletically, elite, right? Like they don't have one of those guys. And even when Jamal Murray is back, Jamal Murray is more of a skillful guy than an athletic guy, right? He's gonna beat you with his mind, with anticipation. I'm not saying he don't have no bounce. Like we've seen him dunk on people, catch lobs, but he's not explosive. He's not an explosive athlete.
Yeah, they don't
He's
have
not a
no force on the perimeter.
They don't, and that's their issue. So when they go against teams like Golden State that could throw Kuminga out there, Wiggins out there, Iggy whenever he wants to play, like you know what I'm saying? Like they have guys that play with force from the perimeter. They don't have that. That's their main issue on offense or defense. They don't have that guy.
The type of basketball that Jokic plays that he's so dominant in doing throughout the season to make the stats look good to keep him in the MVP race. In the playoffs, when you playing teams, they got Luka and Kyrie, they got LeBron, and you got Anthony Davis. Regardless of how we looking at them now during the regular season, in a 7-game series, if I got more, everybody seems to have more firepower than the Nuggets because everything just goes through Jokic, and it's basic. It's not taking anything away from it, but in a 7-game series against all that firepower in the West, like nobody should be scared of it. If I was Portland and I made the playoffs, I wouldn't be scared of them because I got Dame that can go for 73. Jokic can have his 34, 12, and 10.
It would really just depend on if Michael Porter Jr. can get hot.
That's what he would be the difference.
Bro,
Yeah.
let that go.
Yeah, but he's
bro.
not.
And who
Let
expects
that-
that out of him?
I let that dream go.
If he was a
long time ago.
consistently we would be having a different conversation about the Nuggets if Michael Porter Jr. consistently
Was
gave
that
you
guy.
20 points.
Yep, if he was
That's
that
it.
guy.
Like just 20 points consistently. If he averaged that, the Nuggets would be a
Here's
different
Tobias
team.
Well, he
Harris.
averaged 17 and 6.
That ain't 20.
That
though.
ain't enough.
You
He's
said
not
Tobias
dominant, though.
Harris.
He got to be
He
above
ain't even
average
that.
Tobias Harris.
He's that.
See, 17 is like, okay, that's cool, but with what Joker does, if you 20, that means something nice. I'm giving you 28.
But see, the thing of
29.
it is, Jamal Murray is the 20. Jamal Murray
ain't
should
got
average about 25
he
a
ain't
game.
got that though. He ain't.
What does
that.
he average a game?
He could have been before he got hurt, but
He
not
got
now.
hurt too. Yeah, he been
That's
out too long. man.
His time to do that was the year that he was almost doing it, and the years that he was hurt. It's over now. He can give you about 19 in his best year from here on out.
Damn, this fool went for 2.
And get the onside kick.
Ken,
Oh, it was late. I ain't know that.
Ken, is this the best / last chance for the 76ers to make it to the NBA Finals?
I still don't see it yet. I know they're playing well. I know they don't have a lot of people, looking at them, and the expectations don't feel like they're there as they have been in the past. So they're just able to kind of play free without that external pressure. But is it their best chance with the Bucks in the East? I don't know. I almost dropped my computer. I don't know, bro.
Said it almost
It
made
was
him
a great
dumbfounded.
catch.
I don't know. I mean, they can beat the Bucks. They have beaten the Bucks.
So
but
would you
the
put your
Bucks-
money
bro,
there?
No,
though?
absolutely
Exactly. So that's the issue. So I 100% agree with you. I think Philly is a really good team and a contender, but not the favorite. Like I wouldn't put my money on Philly against the Bucks. My money's going on the Bucks
Why?
because Giannis controls tempo, and they have more perimeter guys. Right, like they can slow up James Harden more than anything.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
you can't do nothing with Giannis, and you can't do nothing with Embiid. That's what superstars are, right? Like I could throw anything at you, and you still, for the most part, gonna do what you do. It's just gonna be harder for you. That's all you can do against superstars, right? So they cancel each other out. Now let's look at the others, right? James Harden has been playing better, but he's not the James Harden of Houston. He's come down a notch. To me, Chris Middleton, all of the perimeter guys
He's
that
come
they
down a notch too, though.
he has.
A little bit, yeah.
He has, but they have the bodies to play in front of James Harden, to nullify him, right? To even him out. Everybody else is pretty much even. To me, Bud has proven to be a better coach than Doc.
Yeah, that's true.
That ain't saying much.
I feel,
Damn, FIFO.
but I'm just, it's the truth, in my opinion.
It's not saying much though.
I think Philadelphia should be favored going into it with this season
Really?
that Embiid is having. if James Harden
It's hot,
is
it's hot
healthy,
take Luke, can't let him talk.
I am. That's why I shut up.
If James Harden is healthy, I would take that over what I've seen from Middleton because he's going a notch down.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Giannis is what Giannis does, if Embiid is on what he's been on the last 10 games, and I can trust that going into the playoffs, slight edge. There's a slight edge there.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Have people really been talking about James Harden this year?
No, I think that's a good thing though.
I agree.
Under the
I think it's
radar.
best
It ain't
thing.
no strip club James. It ain't going.
Then why
back
the
and
hell
forth.
you mention him?
Because he's doing well. He's doing well though. Under the radar.
But here,
I would rather have him than like him and Middleton are going to kind of cancel each other out.
okay.
There
But
was a point when Middleton was better, like last year, but I think this year they kind of cancel each other out.
Giannis is a guy that can guard both Harden and Embiid.
Giannis can't go out and beat.
I'm not talking about. See, like when I say those type of statements,
say
I'm
it
not
in
talking
front
about the
of
whole
them.
game.
Okay, I got
I'm just talking about in moments. Like basketball is a game of moments.
If I needed 2 points and it was late fourth quarter, I would feel really confident.
Oh, of
giving
course,
Embiid the ball.
but I'm bringing Giannis on the double.
Okay.
Giannis will be my double man. You know what I'm saying? Giannis is the Swiss Army knife of that
As long as he
team.
got some help.
Of course. Hey, I put respect on Embiid name.
He's been hurt lately though.
Who?
Giannis' knee
Yeah.
backed up on him.
But hey, look,
That-
superstars make no excuses in the playoffs.
No, they don't. But
I think this Philly best year. The weakness is Doc. As you say, that's the
weakness
weakness.
has always been Doc.
The weakness is going to be
The weakness
Doc,
has
and he
always been
coaches his
Doc.
way through.
No, he can't.
Like, I'm not scared of Boston. Jason Tatum can't, not yet, anyway, lead Boston to a championship. Jaylen Brown may.
but he can lead them to the finals.
Yeah, he led them to the finals this year.
Yeah, he can.
All right. So,
If James Harden isn't hurt. Like, I feel like the James Harden and Embiid are the better duo in the East right now. There's no better duo
I
than
don't know.
those two.
Brunson and Randall is a mean combination, bro.
Brunson
That's a mean. That's a
Get
mean
out of here
one.
with that.
That could be a 50 burger any night, as you can
For
see.
3 quarters.
Right.
Hey, it's still 50.
As long as they play,
nah,
as they
bro.
play 36
Nah.
minutes.
Well, it's whoever gets home court advantage. I saw them talking about that on the show today, and I agreed. I was like, you got home court advantage in the East. That's your leverage. And that helps you
He
out
ain't
at that
yam on him,
point.
did he?
So,
He yammed on him.
yeah, he did.
Hey,
Drew Holiday.
I
would
want
be
my
a
flowers when I
factor,
said Donnie Mitchell's the best shooting guard in the league, bro.
You got that one.
too. You did.
Is he?
He is
In the league?
He is. He put the stamp on it this year.
Yeah.
In the league, though?
In the league.
In the league, bro.
In the
The only
league?
competition is who would be but Devin Booker.
Devin Booker ain't shit.
Okay.
Why the animosity toward my guy?
He light skinned.
It ain't because of that.
Wait.
It ain't because of that. I love all
Let me
sp-
see.
of the black
Best
diaspora.
shooting guard in the league.
Nah, it's just that he really
Mitchell.
ain't shit. If Luka can talk shit to you, a white boy talking shit to you, yeah, you ain't shit.
Is that who I had?
Jaylen Brown and Donnie Mitchell are both up there, but he averages more than Jaylen Brown. So
No, I'm a big time. Don't get me wrong. Like I love Donovan Mitchell. I'm a fan.
But is Jaylen Brown better because he plays both ways?
What do you mean?
Jaylen Brown wouldn't
He
have
plays
Cleveland where they are right now.
But he plays more defense than Donnie Mitchell.
He does.
He bigger. Pause.
True, but still.
That's what I'm saying. If you just talking about
I
individuals,
can't. If I had Jaylen Brown in Cleveland, they wouldn't be a better team.
Well, does Donovan Mitchell
agree
really
with
have a lot of competition for that shooting guard spot?
no.
Devin Booker,
So
Jaylen Brown.
he's the best shooting guard by
Kyrie?
default. Is that what y'all saying?
It's not by default. It's by what he proved.
I think he had a great year this year though, because no one expected Cleveland to be good, and here they go. Kyrie.
No one-
Not
After
this
that,
good.
but
not
look,
this
listen.
good.
After
Not this good, but good. I
After-
thought they were a playoff team.
Wait, you
too.
said Jaylen
did
Brown
say
on
that.
this team? They'd be the same. Jaylen
Nah.
Brown could play with this team.
No,
No,
Yeah,
he,
they would,
he's
man.
not the same type of shot creator. D.
yeah,
Mitchell is.
he can't do.
oh no, he can't do what D Mitchell.
Well, you got Garland doing that stuff. You got
because
that-
if
he
D
may
Mitchell
be
played
better
for the
this
Celtics,
team.
they be
Garland's
even
still young. He's still filling his game.
But
out.
this team has talent, though. That's what I'm saying. Like this team has a lot of
That's
talent.
all the team got is talent.
They got talent that needs D Mitchell, not Jaylen Brown. Like Jaylen Brown would be like, I don't know. I haven't seen him.
Oh my gosh, it took him out.
I always never understand how big men just don't. If you'd have your
Right
hands
there.
probably bigger than the ball, just grab it and then just dunk it, bro.
All right, so after Devin Booker, here are the other shooting guards in the league: James Harden, Beal,
Zach
Jaylen
LaVine.
Brown, Zach LaVine, Bane, Edwards. Then you get into Van Fleet's, Powell's, and shit like that.
Hell no.
Like, who's his comp
Nobody.
besides Devin?
So you saying by default he should be?
I'm just asking the question.
And
respectful with the question. That's what
He
you're
is.
doing.
I'm
He
just
is.
asking the question.
'Cause I-
Edwards is up there. Levine had an off year, so he's falling.
Levine's done.
And Edwards ain't up there.
What you classifying Kyrie as?
He's on.
Levine will be top 10, but Levine is pretty much, he'll be lucky to make it back to the top 5, bro. I think we're not talking about Zach Levine about a year or two.
Now we ain't talking about it. Now.
How long before
He's exited the
Anthony
conversation.
Edwards make a claim for that spot?
Didn't he get hurt the
I
other
think
night?
he's in the top 5
I
He's
think
in the top
I
5.
think
I'm
he's in
talking
the
about
top 5
best
as well.
shooting
in that
guard.
position, you mean?
at the position.
Yeah, and you don't
I
think
think he's top 5
yeah.
at the position.
Yeah.
It ain't a lot of
top
shooting guards,
5,
bro.
period. I was like,
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Oh, that's what he was saying.
No, top five at his position.
How long
I got
before he
you.
overtake Donnie Mitch?
Bro, chill out.
I'm just.
he'll have to leave.
We
You
just
asking the wrong
He have to
question,
leave
bro.
like
Asking the
Mitchell
wrong
left
question.
Utah.
No, I think
He'll never be that in Minnesota.
Why not?
Why not?
Unless Cat leave.
He's that now.
Yeah, he is their best player.
He's just not better than Donnie or Devin Booker right now. But I'm asking, at what point will he surpass at least D Book?
I think we need more moments.
When he get his own team.
He has his own team.
That's Cat's team.
That's not Cat's
No,
team.
no.
Don't nobody
Cat's
respect
team.
Cat, bro.
That is not
Y'all
Cat's
don't
team,
respect
bro.
him. That's still his
Hell
team.
no.
How is
not
that his
Cat's
team?
team.
We ain't seen him all year.
That's not Cat's team, bro.
No, I
His
can't
Ants
say
team.
that's Cat's team at all.
It's an Ants team.
Ants
Midway
team.
through
Spike.
Ant's
That
rookie
shit
year,
gone, bro.
midway through his rookie year, that started to become Ant's team.
It did, but
Midway through,
but they
once
were
he
really-
figured it out, it was like, hey, he's the
They
man.
need to get rid of Cat. then.
They are.
They should.
And they were respectful. That's why they didn't want to give it to him last year.
okay.
But they made the move for Gobert to get
now
rid of
it's
Cat
Gobert,
ass
okay.
because they were like, all right, so we just need somebody to rebound. We're basically recreating Utah.
Yeah.
But Ant, rebounding, scoring, his assist game is up. He's doing a lot on the court. But yeah, I can see that FIFA a little, maybe a couple more moments.
You need more moments.
Playoff moments too.
Playoff moments, regular season moments,
All-Star games.
Yeah,
Like
so he don't have the
solidifying
resume
himself as
yet.
the number one. Yeah. Like he didn't even make the All-Star game this year, did he? Yeah.
So he's still ascending.
We had a super chat from Oblivion Radio. Who has more delusional takes? Delusional Nick or delusional Spike?
Depends on what we talking about.
FIFA should be number 1 on that list.
Hell no.
He had the Pistons and the Rockets going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
I said the Rockets.
Yes.
You definitely said the Pistons.
I know I
Yeah, he
said the
said
Pistons.
both. He said both. That was pretty bad, man. I tried to stop you. I was like, come back.
Hey, but
man.
K got hurt too, man.
Who did?
K Cunningham, they best player.
Kane wasn't
Yeah,
gonna
but
do
he ain't gonna make
wasn't
that
gonna
much
do
of a
shit.
damn difference.
He was
though.
gonna make a shit of difference.
Yeah, nah. Kate is nice. But I don't know. Spike be coming with some heaters, bro.
Hey, what's his name? Who did they just trade for? James Wiseman been balling.
Hey
over there.
man, Warriors fucked up. Light years ahead. Guess
Man,
not.
I can't really say that. And the only reason I can say
Oh,
that
here you
is
go.
because I wanted them to keep Wiseman. I agree. I was agreeing with y'all, but then I looked at it and I said, man, he getting more time there. Ain't no pressure. You just go and
You're just saying you don't agree with me saying they fucked up.
yeah, he's not doing a whole lot. It's not like he's doing a lot. He's 7 feet tall. He's gonna get a couple rebounds and layups. It's not like he out there. He
You
done
saying
turned
he
in-
ain't shit?
He ain't turned into a killer overnight.
So why would Golden State keep?
That's
They
what I'm
didn't.
saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not that big of a loss. It's
Oh,
not
no,
like
ain't no
they're
big loss
missing
in that
nothing
at all.
like that.
Yeah, it ain't no-
Other than the fact that I honestly still would have kept him though, just for size purposes. You just need to get out there and give me 5 rebounds.
You don't fit.
That's something.
I don't think they even really gave him they gave him a chance, but they didn't give him
They
a chance.
didn't give him a chance,
And
like
I think
that,
that's
yeah.
the thing.
I think I blame that on the coach.
To me, that's not on the coach because where Golden State is, right? Like they're literally competing for championships. James Wiseman needs a place
They
to
were.
grow, like, and he needs time on the court. But when you're competing for championships and you're a young player that I know is going to make mental mistakes, I can't utilize you because all of our moments are game time moments. You know what I'm
don't
saying?
learn that
And
moment,
that's a tough teaching environment because my guys are beyond experienced. I need you to be on their mental level. You're not there. I can't force it. And that to me is coaching. And that's why he couldn't play. And we're like, we understand you need time. Play in our G League affiliate. But realistically, you don't fit our timeline because mentally you're not at where we need you to be. Some of the other guys have grown to be that. That's the reason why Kuminga is now starting to get more time. Now, last year it was intermittent with him.
No, you're right.
Last year was intermittent. Right now, going into the playoffs, he's getting more and more time. He's earned more and more trust.
Right.
Wiseman is not there yet. That's not fair to Wiseman. They did the best for him. They picked, in my opinion, I still think they picked right, because out of the top 3 guys, LaMelo, him, and Edwards, he fit what they was trying to do. He fit like the size. The prototype of what the NBA is becoming. He fit that.
They gave him away for a box of Cracker Jacks.
But you know what? Look,
and Shelton's
and the prize that was inside.
At the end of the day, they got back a guy that fits like a glove.
They got back a guy they
Unintended.
gave up in the offseason.
But it was a money thing. They couldn't afford him and James Wiseman. They had to get rid of James Wiseman to get him.
Lou, what happens when you buy back the trash you gave up?
Do you buy back the trash you gave it?
What happens with that? Is that a good deal?
No, it's not.
Isn't that recycling?
That's not trash.
They ain't recycling if it's coming back to you.
GP2 was not trash. GP2 was instrumental in winning a championship. Yes or no? No, I'm not talking to you. Yes or no?
He was.
Ken, yes or no?
I didn't say he
Ken,
was trash.
I'm not talking to you. Ken, yes or no? Was GP2 instrumental
when you ask it that way, yes.
Yes or no?
He was my favorite player on that team. You remember that?
So what are you talking about trash?
I didn't say he was trash.
It was
I
a
said it was-
contractual
I'm still with
thing.
Nick, though.
I'm saying they let him walk. As instrumental
Because
as
they
you
couldn't afford him.
As
Somebody you
instrumental,
can't
as
use.
instrumental as you said he was, they let him walk.
They couldn't afford him.
And then they went and they
Because
thought
they chose
thought-
Wiseman.
and they thought
Because they chose Wiseman.
They thought Wiseman was going to be good enough, but they threw him down to the G League. He didn't get better to their standards. And then they traded back a guy who they said we couldn't pay you at a time, but now we got the bread.
No,
the
it's
guy
not
we
that-
thought
no,
we could
it's not
replace
that-
you with.
It's not that we have the bread. It's not that we have the bread. So understand the mechanics, right?
So
they couldn't pay him because they chose to keep Wiseman
Exactly.
in the offseason.
Exactly.
So and go get your bread elsewhere because we can't give it to you.
Okay.
You deserve it.
Exactly.
He went and got his bread.
Okay.
Wiseman is now not fitting.
Okay.
He's not where we need him to be.
All right.
We just went and got you because we gave up an asset to get you.
Okay.
You didn't come for free. We didn't just sign you off the street.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I said they gave up Wiseman to get back something that they said at the time, we don't have no money for you because we're choosing this guy. But now we made a mistake, so now we're taking you
It's
back.
not a mistake.
How is it not a mistake?
It's not a mistake. You're playing with house money. When you play with house money, you don't
It
make
look like
mistakes.
house money? This season look like
It's
house
not
money?
looking like
again?
house
I was
money.
gonna
That's-
say we spending a lot of time on a team that might lose in the first
Well,
round.
my question
That's what I'm
is,
saying.
Very
Like, it ain't-
possible that
this
they
thing-
may.
you over here acting
Like
like
they
this
may
the
not
glory.
make it out of the first round with they roll.
my question to you, FIFO, is this championship window, how large is it?
It's
Golden
closed.
State?
This it right here.
It's closed.
Nah, it's
This
not
it.
close.
This it.
How many more years?
I think they got a good 3.
Get the fuck out of here.
I think they have 3 more years to contend.
Draymond got 3 more
Why do
punches
you
in him
think
left. But
I think that because Steph is still a top 3, top 5 player in the NBA.
he's top 5.
This year,
And look at 'em.
bro. We see how quick
No.
that goes, though. Like that it happens like that.
I understand
Like
that.
it was one year that D Wade was like leading,
Okay.
or number 2 on that team, and the
I'm-
next year we was like, damn, what
He's
D
top
Wade?
5.
at?
He's top 5 still.
I'm
sure.
not done with my point because we seen shooters, right, that were athletic, like Ray Allen. And what happens when they regress athletically? They can still shoot.
That ain't Steph game.
Steph
though.
was never athletic,
Steph
though.
game is not what Ray Allen game turned into.
So
Steph
you- so
game
you're-
and
so-
what makes him dominant is being able to move around and having a body that can be durable enough for 48 minutes to run around, run through screens, run through picks. That's what makes him such an asset to the Warriors. That's
So
what
we're
they
talking about
offense is
off
based
ball,
around.
right?
Not necessarily off ball, but the endurance and the stamina and the body that it's going to take. And Ray Allen is bigger than Steph.
I understand that, but we're talking about play style, right? Or at least that's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
we
And the
are.
play style, that play style, off ball, running off of picks and stuff like that, allows you. It's way easier than playing on ball basketball,
It is.
right?
How confident are you he can consistently be that way 3 years from now, though?
He's the best shooter
2
ever.
years
can
from
shoot.
now.
He can shoot.
We talking about play style, though.
No,
body.
I understand that, but catch and shoot, he's the
He ain't a
best.
catch and shoot player, though.
Question.
What do you mean he's not catch and shoot player?
All right, outside of Steph, go ahead. You got your question.
Well, hold on.
Well, you finish your point.
Outside of Steph, right? Clay is still a shooter. Off. He doesn't.
3 years,
he-
FIFO.
Yes, but he doesn't have to dribble to shoot.
He on his last leg now. He got to play defense. He got to drive sometimes.
The best
Like,
thing Clay
we
doing is talking
about-
on the sideline doing.
I see what you're saying.
And he got a crooked
Hold
finger
on.
forward.
But those
He
are the
doing
old guys.
Sesame
Those are the
Street.
old guys. Those are the old guys.
Yeah.
Now they have Kaminga coming up.
Kaminga ain't shit.
Okay, now
No,
they
no,
go
no,
to the
but
point.
Kaminga ain't shit.
That's
He's
what
a
we
two-way
disagree
player,
on
though.
more. They ain't taking them to no finals. It ain't not
Jordan
Kaminga
Poole-
and
Jordan Poole?
Jordan
No,
Poole
here's
streaky as hell.
Kaminga and Jordan.
No.
But here's
He's
the
streaking
thing.
in a
They ain't
teenage
the heir
draw.
apparents.
Yeah, here's
they
the
not the
thing.
heir apparents,
Go
bro.
ahead, Shelton.
I was with you for a second and I thought about it. And I'm serious because I was thinking the same thing. Maybe 3 years is not a stretch.
No.
But they are looking to trade Jordan Poole right now. I don't know if you know that, but Jordan Poole is supposedly being offered out to teams at this point. They do no longer believe in Jordan Poole. He's disappointed, and his time may come to an end now. But
Damn,
they're
how
not-
you get punched on payday and then you get traded after that.
yeah.
offseason.
So they're not happy with him.
Damn, Donovan.
Just things ain't going the way they wanted to go. So that's the only thing that's scary. And I'm not worried about the top end talent. I'm not worried about Steph. I'm not worried about Clay. I'm worried about everything else around them because Kaminga may not be there.
Steve Kerr
Draymond is
leaving.
not Draymond anymore. That's what we need to be
Steve
talking
Kerr
about.
leaving.
Well, Steve
Draymond
Kerr, the
is
smartest white
outta
man in the
there.
NBA right
He
now.
leaving. What
He
are
gonna
you?
be out. I wouldn't. I
Oh,
couldn't
thought
see
you
Steve
had-
Kerr sticking
I
around for
thought you had
3 more years.
news.
Mm.
Damn, they're
Especially
trying to
in
get rid of Poole, bro.
Yeah, that's the word.
Damn.
Where you see this report?
Look it
The
up.
same report he saw with Andrew Wiggins and his girlfriend.
Oh,
No,
my
man.
goodness.
Shelby have the little shade room links.
That's interesting. They're trying to get rid of Poole. So let me post this super chat, man. 'cause
For a big
it's,
man,
it's
they
relevant
trying
to this. A big man they just traded away.
Yep.
Anyway.
Warriors been fucking up.
Oblivion Radio. Hold on. The Warriors, they are done. I'm sorry. They are terrible on the road. It's the same team from last year. No changes at all. It's done. I lost faith.
Yep.
And that's where I was kind of trying to get to. This is that super chat is like, what has changed this year from last year? Steph is always hurt. He was hurt last year, and they still managed to been fine.
I don't think Draymond is as dynamic.
He wasn't that dynamic last year.
I mean, he played better defense. He got
Clay
more
back.
rebounds.
so
Yeah, but we seen Clay at his best, and it's okay. It ain't the Clay that we're used to.
he's still winning games for
I mean,
him,
he can
though.
get hot, man. They just
Clay's streaky as hell.
I think the
Last
biggest
year
thing
was a last run.
The biggest thing about it is something similar to what we talked about with Denver. Teams aren't as afraid of this team as they used to be. It don't
'Cause they
seem.
all-
That's
Oh.
one of the things.
Yeah,
too.
and
That's
they
another
they
thing.
cracking back. You know what I'm saying? Like the Hawks didn't look intimidated one bit. Trey Young is not.
Trae
He's
Young-
always played
Trae
good.
Young skipping
Wiggins.
to the layup line.
Wiggins.
Wiggins-
KJ said
I'm
Wiggins
sorry.
been gone.
He's
Okay.
absolutely right. Wiggins is a huge difference.
Gotcha.
Because Wiggins plays on both ends of the floor, defense.
Why he gone,
common
Sheldon?
shots.
Breaking news, ain't
Yeah,
it?
Sheldon,
Man.
why he gone, bro?
I don't know for sure, man. I don't know, man. But
Breaking news.
shout out to Wiggins, like Steph said, man. He got some serious family issues going on. So
Family
I've heard.
Family issue. How you
Yeah.
know his family? What's up with the family?
Well, that's
Sheldon?
what they saying. That's
Are
what
you here to
that's what
report?
that's
Who
what
is
they
that?
say.
That's
Are
the
you here to
rumor, though.
report some
No, that ain't the
news,
rumor.
Sheldon?
That's the truth. Now that what's happening with the family is the rumor.
What do you mean what's
But
happening?
they say it's family issues.
What's
for
the
sure.
truth, Sheldon? That's
You
what
here
we
to-
trying to ask
Are you here to
for.
report on something?
Huh?
You here to report on something?
No.
You ain't got no report. Thought he had the inside scoop.
He might thought he did
When
too.
there's an inside scoop going on.
Inside scooping. man.
There's some scooping, all right.
Hey, man.
It's
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah, man.
But y'all-
Hey,
I
shout
think
out-
y'all
laugh
windows.
at that man's
Yeah,
situation.
shout out to
man.
Wiggins,
Well,
man.
We don't know what the
we don't know
situation
what-
is.
we don't
Shelton
know-
won't
yeah.
tell us.
don't
Sheldon
know,
don't know.
man.
We don't know what Sheldon. We laughing at him.
I don't know, man.
2 years, man. If that. This
This
may
year.
be the last year.
This is the last
Yeah.
year. If they don't make shit happen this year, it's a done deal.
Unless they make a
Wrap.
big trade or something like that.
Wiggins is supposed to be coming back though.
It don't even
I
matter.
just
at
saw
that
he's
point, I
coming
don't
back.
think. I think this
I don't know if
this team got the same amount of
this-
energy as a fart in the wind.
But the only thing about it is, and I will say this, y'all, don't discount the Warriors because the Warriors, like,
They
similar
showed
how you
last year.
say they are in the game,
Bro, they can't win on the
They
road,
can come back
bro.
in the game. This team
They
can
can't
get
win
hot
on the
overnight,
road, bro.
This the Warriors,
And they got one of the smallest teams going into the playoffs.
that's the
They
scary
always
part.
have, though.
But
They
can
always
catch
have
yeah,
fire,
but
too.
Kevin Looney, bro.
I'm just saying he's held his own.
Yeah,
Through Denver in the past, I'm just saying he's held his own.
you think that matchup
So-
against the joke against the
Let me
Denver
ask-
is gonna go well?
It has in the past. I'm just saying, have they not beat Denver in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Has Kayvon Looney not guarded Joker in the playoffs?
You trusting that this year?
Who is the scariest?
Why would I not?
Who the scariest team in the West to y'all then?
The Suns when healthy.
Nah, I don't mean when hell. I mean like who's the
Right
scariest
now.
team? Period.
Right now, I'll probably say
Like, you
what's
don't know
crazy,
what's up with Durant.
What's crazy, I'm gonna say this like the beam. I'm going with Sacramento, bro.
That's the scariest team in the West.
I think that's the scariest team because I don't know them.
Like the beam.
Man,
What's more scary, a nigga that you see coming up to you or a nigga in the shadows you don't know? Batman is scary, bro. Superman ain't shit.
I don't think they
Sacramento is definitely scary, and it's scary because they are
play
sneaking
defense.
up on people.
They play
They play
defense.
defense. The trade, like we talked about when it first happened, I tried to tell everybody
De'Aaron Fox-
it's working out.
He got a message. He want to send a message to the league.
Yeah, fourth quarters, De'Aaron Fox steps up and he plays basketball.
They tried to tell him to
He's-
leave. People told him to get out of Sacramento for the
Yeah,
longest.
he chose wisely because Sabonis is a bona fide triple threat. He's one of those same Joker-ish type players. Only difference he's more athletic, but he's fighting for triple doubles every night. He's passing the ball. He averaged 8 assists a game, 9 assists a game. He's getting 12, 13 rebounds. He can put the ball in the
Sabonis is
basket,
true.
and he defers to De'Aaron Fox in the fourth quarter. So, in saying that. That team is a threat, and you got Murray stepping up. You got Barnes hitting threes in timely fashion when you need him to, and he's playing defense. They got Mitchell coming off the bench. They got a nice squad, man. They got a nice complement of players, and they're doing. Oh, you got Herder from the Hawks shooting out the side as well. They got
They
the
haven't.
elements.
They haven't. They're just young. That's what it is. They just young. You don't know when it's gonna show up, but it's gonna show up. But honestly, this West is wide
I
open.
was gonna say right now in the West they got.
I mean, it looks like Dallas ain't doing shit. Haven't been doing shit since that trade happened.
I forgot the Clippers. Clippers too. I would say the Clippers.
They got Westbrook, bro.
If Ty Lue is
He ain't
hold
that
on.
damn good, bro.
Ty Lue may be that good.
Westbrook
Ken.
already out there apologizing, bro. He
had-
already said it was my fault.
I'm just saying when the playoffs hit, it may be different.
How?
Why is it going to be
And
different?
Paul
Nate?
George up there.
Why is it going to
And
be
And Paul
different?
George defending Westbrook too.
It may
I don't
be-
even know what
It
happened.
may be different.
I
bro.
just know Westbrook was
Why?
like, I fucked up.
But Nick, we have the only thing that we have to study is history. Ain't that right, my brother?
Go ahead, say what you want to say. Bro.
We've
You don't want me to
seen,
participate in this shit.
we've seen in the past the wave, Damian Lillard, goodbye, get out of here, not on my level. We've seen Westbrook, the demise of Westbrook is in critical situations and bullheaded plays, and he has not overcome those demons.
If anything, Ty Lue just won't have him on the court. If that's what you're talking about, then yeah,
My
I
thing
guess
is,
so.
we
but
always
who's the
scream.
point guard?
We scream his failures and whisper his success.
No.
Do
Bro,
you,
all we're
do you
asking-
have a kinship?
all
Do you
we-
feel the same way? You and Westbrook, y'all walk
all
a
I'm
similar
saying
path.
is that if Ty Lue can reign Westbrook, he already proved he could. To me, he proved a lot with Reggie Jackson. How he rebuilt Reggie Jackson says a lot. To
Ain't
me.
got no time
Reggie
right now.
had-
And he's coached up Terrence
Bro,
Mann
Reggie
to a level
had
that no one thought he was going to be.
Reggie has never been an MVP. Reggie was damn near out the league. He was crying when Lou saved his career.
We understand.
Westbrook is
we
different.
understand
Yeah.
Westbrook is at a different stage of his career, is he not?
But his career overall was way better than Reggie Jackson. So it's
Yes.
easier to talk to Reggie Jackson and ask him to
Exactly.
do something than Westbrook.
I think Ty Lue, he could talk to Westbrook.
You know what it is? Look.
If he can talk to,
it's not
if he
about
cuss out
talking
LeBron, he
to.
can cuss out Westbrook.
Nick, it's not a talking to. Answer this one question. What is Russell Westbrook's old man game?
Energy.
That's not. Come on. That don't work, Nick.
What you
That's an
mean?
oxymoron.
That's a good point.
That's an oxymoron.
Kurt Thomas was balling for a minute.
Listen.
With the old
They
man
called him
game.
Big Sexy.
But to his point, like you got strength, you can get in the block, you can back a little dude down, you guard.
He
you
got a
can
post game.
catch a good matchup. And
He go-
Straight off the backboard.
He
Yeah,
kisses
I was
it
gonna say,
off
his
the window.
post game is like
Straight off the
wow.
backboard.
He
Boy,
kisses his off the window,
Nah,
Timmy
look,
D
look, look,
style.
look.
You got to
Look,
be able to strength people down by now.
Exactly. Look, your boy Melo, the real Melo, right?
There's only one Melo.
Yeah, the
No,
other
there's
one.
two of them.
The other one, I don't even know.
But there's a first and then there's a successor. But the first Melo, Carmelo Anthony, right?
It's only one Superman. bro.
His last year that he played with the Lakers, I want to say he averaged 13 points on like 40, almost 50% shooting, almost 40% from three, right? Because he got old man game. He can go to any team for the next 5 years and get those numbers, bro. He's not a superstar no more. He might have moments and times where it's like, oh shit, that Carmelo, he just dropped 35 because he hot. He hot. He got game like that. But on a consistent basis, he gonna give you 13 because he got old man game. And he has efficient old man game. That's what old man game is that I'm not gonna get 25 shots a game no more, bro. I'm not gonna dominate the game no more. I'm not controlling the tempo no more. I gotta take advantages of the opportunities given to me.
Yep, high percentage shots, overpowering people.
Russell Westbrook does not have that. When I look at KD, old man game. I can shoot the damn basketball. I'm 7 feet.
Jordan-
I got a back to the basket game.
Jordan
I don't
with
have
the
to
last
run
three
around and do all this. Jordan with the fadeaway. Kobe with the fadeaway. The game slowed down because you can't do what you used to physically be able to do.
LeBron
What's
even
your
doing
old man game? How do you stop in your moments?
I'm just saying, don't sleep on
Man,
the
get
Clippers.
the
Look,
what? Come
This
on.
the last chance for the Clippers too.
I feel that, but I think
is.
they fucked up, and I don't like to shit on Westbrook like that, and I applaud things that he has done. But
Yes.
as FIFO has said, like we do have history, and I have to acknowledge what I have seen from him. And in the playoffs, unless he's on the bench, and you put him on the bench, there's gonna be some trouble.
Yep.
So that's the other thing.
He on the bench in the fourth quarter.
I know,
Ty
and
Lue.
he tends to be. But how long is that going to last in the playoffs when he think he can go out there and win the games? So, and when his ego gets in the way, he's going to go out there and go crazy and try to win a game, knowing he ain't really got it like that anymore. So my thing is, I just don't know why they did that. I think Westbrook just needs to be on a team that's competing to get in the playoff, a play-in team, so he can just go do what he do and look good doing it.
Like the Timberwolves or something.
Nah,
That'll mess up
get
Ant
Ant
Edwards.
ways. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, he'll get Ant way. But yeah, it may be similar, but nah.
What were y'all thoughts on Ja returning to the Grizzlies?
I'm glad he back. Happy to see him back. I hope
Yeah,
he
I'm glad
play.
he back.
I hope he balls out the rest of the season.
I do too. I really hope he learned his lesson and can get himself together. He said, what did he say? He's going to be fighting the mental illness part. Is going to be a struggle for the rest of the season. I
He
just
didn't
hope
say
can
that,
get-
man.
What
The
did he say?
Grizzlies said that. He didn't.
thought he
come
said
out and
that.
say- No, I don't think that was a direct quote. I think that they were saying that he would be dealing with
Shooting
that
this
for the
shot?
remainder of the season.
I thought he said that. Let me
No,
see.
I think that's a quote from the Grizzlies organization, if I'm not mistaken.
He said, attempt to manage stress ongoing. So he said that.
So
That's
how
what I
quick do you
thought.
think
But
he's
you
going to
threw
be
that
back in
mental
the
health
strip
in there.
club?
He said stress. He said attempt to manage stress. Like I
Yeah.
thought the mental health part came.
I
from
think
the
his
Yeah.
his mental health was going to strip club to help him
Nah,
stress out.
It was alcohol. They're saying that's what the scuttlebutt has been more so.
You keep on
towards.
trying to keep using that term,
He
bro.
keep on, bro. It's
It ain't-
2020.
it
got
ain't
the
catch-
shirt.
It's not
I got
catching.
your shirt.
It ain't
Shout out
catching
to
on.
friends
Stress.
for a second, man. Yeah, it's stress. Yeah, alcoholism and stress. He trying to learn how to control his drink.
Well, I think he had other stress relievers from the pictures and videos that was released
did.
from that strip club.
Whoever that was should have got fired from that strip club for releasing that.
100%. And I think Shannon Sharp made a perfect point. Like, look, strip clubs, you want to cater to VIP type of people. Like, you
Nobody's
do that.
ever going there. I
Like,
would,
why?
I would never go there.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Like, you putting out my.
You on the low? You supposed to be on the low? Like, come on, bro.
Playoffs. He basically did his version of LeBron. So here
take
come
a
the
little break
playoffs.
before everything
They
starts.
need to get him back on the court because they're the second seed now.
Yeah.
So and they managed to still win games without him. On top of that,
They always do.
so but it makes sense. Let's see. And it sound like somebody. It sound like he had a talking to.
Somebody talk to him.
Sound like that's what it
Glad-
sounded
yeah,
like
it
to
sound
me.
like
Jalen
somebody
Rose
talked to him.
did. Jalen Rose talked to his
He got some
Somebody
straightening. He
talk
got
to
some
Jalen?
straightening now.
Yeah, somebody talk to him.
He got some
He
straightening.
definitely got some straightening, either from his dad or his mom.
It wasn't
or
from
whoever.
T.
It wasn't
T
think it
probably
was
got
from
some
T.
straightening too. Somebody sat them down together and straight.
That might have been a dual conversation right there. Good.
Yeah, that was somebody
That's a
outside
good
the
call,
family.
Sheldon. Somebody called both of them.
Is it
Y'all two niggas.
Do y'all,
Come on, sit down.
do y'all feel a certain type of way that MJ possibly selling his stake with the Hornets?
Nah, good job. Great job. Get out of there, bro. Like it ain't nothing he can do with the Hornets. Good job.
I
man.
am. I like the fact that he did on the team. I wish he would have owned more of it. He didn't do a good job with it, but shit, there's a lot of white owners that don't good job
still
with
suck.
their teams and stuff like that.
It's just that it's MJ. That's what.
It's just that it's MJ, and we look at it differently.
Correct.
Look how inept the Clippers have been before. They got Chris Paul and Blake Griffin and all those guys. The Kings, shit, we can look at the Kings. Most recent, they just having this year. They might fall right back where they were.
Yeah, the last time they were good, they had Chris Webber, White Chocolate, Mike Bibby,
Phaedra
Bobby
Swarovski,
Jackson,
Doug Christie, all of those. guys.
Pager.
And like you, Michael Jordan, like, do you really want to worry about what the Charlotte Hornets are performing like on a random Tuesday night in May?
I would,
No.
but I would hire somebody to tell me that. I wouldn't be the
But see,
guy.
I was listening to a book. They did a profile on him. The guy was talking about for his 50th birthday, how Jordan was like so into the game and they couldn't even relax at his birthday party. He was trying to catch the score. Like Jordan, in a type of person, it doesn't seem like, they won or lost tonight. Like he want to sit and watch every shot. He want to critique the players. He want to be down there on the court and like almost going in with the refs and coaching. Like you Michael Jordan, bro. Like go do something else. Like you made your money off the Hornets. It's cool. Sell it to another black person, hopefully, and get out of there.
Well, that's not the the word.
Magic Johnson, they said gonna buy it.
That's what I was gonna say, but that's the part that disappoints me the most. Of course, being a fan of the Hornets and a fan of Michael Jordan, it's like your favorite things coming together. All things were great, except for the way the team has performed as of late, especially the whole time, to be honest with you. But I still wanted them to keep it because that's the only majority black owner in the two major sports. So that meant something even greater than it being Michael Jordan, even though it being greater than the Hornets. So losing him was like, dang, that's all we got. You know what I'm saying? So Magic coming in with this Washington thing, I don't know if he's going to be a majority owner in that, but if he can get it, he's part of the group. But I would love to see.
He's gonna be the face just like he was with the Dodgers. Yeah.
Right. I would love to see Jordan stay, but losing him, that'd be kind of hard. But I understand because he bought the team in 2000. Yeah, 2010 from
180 million.
Yeah,
he bought it for 275.
3 or 4 billion.
It was worth 270. It was 275 when he came into the league. That's what the team was worth. Today it's worth $1.5 billion.
He gonna sell it for more than
the
that.
numbers are off. I looked at this today. He bought the team back in 2010 for 180 million. They're worth 1.77 billion.
Oh, I'm selling that bitch.
Yeah, he might be able to get 2 or 3. They
He's
said.
selling high, Ken.
Yeah, they might be able to get 2 or 3 billion.
said high?
Just 'cause-
He's selling high.
Yeah.
Super high.
I think he may make around like $700 million.
Yeah.
Off of selling them. The stake.
Come on. I ain't glad I showing up. No more.
I sell that shit.
Jordan
I ain't
is
gotta
worth
come back to Charlotte
$2.8
ever
billion
again in my
though.
life.
Damn, for
Oh, he
real?
ain't going nowhere.
I was
Man,
thinking like,
that's
bro,
his
he
His
may
shoes still sell.
he may be the greatest.
He been retired.
Still
He may
make
be the
400 million a
greatest-
year on that.
on shoes.
He may be the greatest sports athlete of all time.
Oh, he is. He makes $5.5 million a day. I think if they average it out.
That's too, bro.
Yeah.
2.8 bill. That shit was like that money to buy the fucking Hornets was in his back pocket.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Golly. Damn.
Man. Especially think about the time he spent 180.
So does this make Magic like the best franchise owner, black one?
Magic Pro Black, yeah. He ain't
I mean,
selling out.
he bought the Dodgers. They won a World
Series.
Series.
But he's not majority owner though. So that's
Yeah,
why
he is
that's why we
on
can't.
most of these though.
Yeah. That's why we
he
can't really.
part of a group with Washington too.
Oh,
Just
okay.
like with
Yeah.
LA.
All right, well, never
See,
mind.
Jordan was a majority owner. He's the only one that's that. So
Damn.
We can cut to the super chats if we got any. But I got one question for y'all.
Shout out to Adrian Wells. He didn't say anything, but he just sent it in. So appreciate you, bro.
Did y'all see Lamar Jackson got this YouTube page where he about to do reveal his interview, like his self-curated interview that he did? I forgot.
He talking to himself?
I don't know who he talking to, but he's got an interview. He said it's coming soon.
You know what I didn't know about the Lamar Jackson situation was that with the guaranteed money, like I'm not sure how much the owners have, but you have to put that $250 up,
Yeah, for escrow.
which is part of the collusion part of it. Most of them don't have that liquid. Like the day you sign him, you got to put $250 in an account, $250 million. Like it ain't. I'm gonna pay you over 20 years. It's like this money going right here today.
It's guaranteed.
Yeah.
yeah.
So a lot of owners can't do that, which is why they up for the collusion, like what you said. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, the chat pointed that out to me, but
know that.
I just
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah,
that either.
Like if you sign him tomorrow, like
Yeah.
that money got to be in the account the next day.
That's
with
crazy.
escrow.
Wow.
You gotta have big money.
Yeah.
They
bro.
don't have 250 sitting around.
You would
somewhere?
think they would, but
Nah, I wouldn't think they would. These
250,
motherfuckers,
like,
bro.
liquid,
some of
like to write as a check, like
They do
of them
shit on
owners-
margin and leverage that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Some of them owners, bro, that's all they got is that franchise.
So
if
now
they-
you can
if they ain't doing the books right, they ain't got shit.
not absolving the collusion, but I definitely could make it clearer now where they be like, hell no, man, I ain't doing it. You can, I know, I ain't signing off on it.
Spike A.
'Cause I
Smith.
hope- I hope somebody come and give him the 250. I wish somebody had the 250 because you'd be like, nah, fuck it.
Sounded like Stephen A. Smith when he was talking about Kaepernick.
No. I just feel like ain't none of them got 250. Well, a lot of them
You
don't
gotta
have
understand
250.
they trying to run a business.
Yeah.
So this, and Kaepernick's interfering with their money.
I ain't no. I just feel like they ain't got 250.
You
That's
didn't
it.
say Spike A. Smith.
I'm just
man.
saying, bro, that's crazy.
Hey, did y'all see about Cam working out in Auburn?
Oh, yeah,
program?
Cam.
Why we
didn't
even
give it
talk?
up.
Cam to do what?
He want to play.
Well, for who?
He said he wanted to. He said he definitely know he's one of the
He said,
33
he
best
said,
quarterbacks.
yeah, I ain't the.
He
There's
said
not 32
it's
niggas.
not 32 better quarterbacks than me. That's what he said.
Yes, it is.
It might be 64.
Okay, it might not be 32, but it's not like Cam is all that.
But I don't understand why he ain't
He said
paying
he throwing
attention.
that Auburn, right?
Bro, he need
Yeah.
to read the room, bro. If I just seen Tom Brady get 300-something million for media and they paying Tony Romo all this money, Cam got more charisma, ain't never been
You don't
a
want
black
Cam
quarterback.
talking in your television program, bro.
Give him a little training. Like
No,
you
bro.
of course got to like polish
I'm
the
with you.
edges off.
I'm
bro.
with you if that was anybody.
He could break the bank in
If we
media,
talking about
bro.
Russell Wilson, give him a second chance. Yeah,
Bro,
But we talking about Cam.
Cam
bro.
come with his little snazzy little fits.
You do
and
not
hats and
want
shit
Cam
every Sunday,
on your
man. That's
television
high
program,
ticket
bro.
item, bro.
Cam gonna see a female reporter and they're like, "What you doing here?"
Exactly. I'm sorry, Spike.
Mike hot as hell. He said that shit. I'm like, all right, Cam.
Nah, man.
Can't be doing this.
Cam can make a killing.
You do better get Kendra Perkins, bro. You don't want Cam. Shit, Cam? Hell no.
I take him as media personality over anything on my football team.
Not as a quarterback leader of your football
Coach,
team.
whatever you want to put him in.
Yeah, I told you,
No.
bro. Ever since he got cussed out by that little boy, that's how you do it. It was a rap on his head. No one respect
it,
him, bro.
wasn't it?
That was it. That's like when Omar got popped in
And he-
the Kmart.
And he only 33 years old.
I mean,
I be forgetting that.
I mean, that's that. I mean,
Life come at you fast.
yeah,
bro.
and what? Yeah, definitely for him.
That nigga in the middle of a random practice facility talking about some. I'ma show him. Yeah, alright.
So what if he came and helped whoever drafted Anthony Richardson? That's
You don't
similar
want Cam
prototype.
trying to help Anthony Richardson, bro?
You don't.
Why
Because-
is that the stigma though? Why is
No,
everybody
because
saying
because
it?
the thing
I
is
just
where
give him
Anthony Richardson needs to get better. Cam was bad. So
So-
what is he going to teach him?
And the personality and stuff too? Or is it just mechanics and stuff? You don't really
it's
care about the
whatever.
personality?
But
Yeah,
I'm
the
just saying,
You just don't
personality,
think he was good enough to teach
He
nobody
can
else.
teach him. 'Cause-
Te-
Yeah.
teach him how to run, but he's not going to teach him how to be accurate. He's not going to teach him footwork. All of those things, Cam was very loose because he was such a pure athlete. He could overcome those things.
Cam was an MVP. He can teach him. He can teach him how to follow in his footsteps to be successful. He played in the Super Bowl.
You
I
hire,
understand
you
that.
hire Cam to do that if you drafted Richardson?
I
Of
would.
course you would. But nah, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't do that?
I would,
Just
'cause-
because you
'cause-
don't think Cam was good enough?
I don't think what is Cam.
They got similar playing styles and similar body types before.
I understand, but look, we seen Josh Allen go from a big physical, non-accurate quarterback to a big physical, accurate quarterback.
Right.
Under Brian Dable.
Right.
He leaves, it dips slightly. He's not what he was once, but it dipped.
But-
What is Cam gonna bring to the table? Because he was not that player.
But
So how's he gonna coach to be that?
because that don't mean he can't coach it. Just like Brian Dable might not be able to go out there and throw the ball like that. He can't do it himself, but he knows what it takes. Cam can know what it takes without being able to do it.
Have a different, a correct perspective on how to be successful.
I
He's
give
been
you that.
successful. We at least know
I
he's been
give you that.
successful.
Right.
Now, it might not be mechanics, but it may be remember to look here, remember to do this, to do
I
that.
put it to you
Just
like this.
giving him a different mindset. On
I'm
how to
not
be
saying
successful.
that Cam couldn't help him. I'm just saying that what I think Cam could bring to the table isn't what Richardson needs right now.
Got you.
But early on, I think it's more about the mechanics. You know what I'm saying? Get in that foundational piece for those quarterbacks that are projects. To me, that's first and foremost. Footwork, mechanics, releasing the ball, and then
Awareness,
reading the
all of those
field.
things.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't say that Cam was great at those things.
He was just an exceptional athlete. So what would you say he do?
What, Cam? Well, I think that there are situations for Cam to be a mentor, you know what I'm saying, or a coach in certain situations.
Right.
You know, I just don't think that Anthony Richardson is right now for him or what I think he could bring to the table.
But see, that's the misconception that we don't know. We don't know what Cam could be as a coach. We don't know his mental capacity. We don't know what he does on the field as far as outside of what we see him doing himself. Just because, like I said, I could teach you something. I could show you how to shoot the proper jump shot. That don't mean mine is proper, if that makes sense. I know what it's supposed to look like, but that don't mean I can actually go out there and emulate it. There's certain coaches, you talk about Jeff Van Gundy, he can coach, but he can't play. So just because you can't do something per se yourself doesn't mean you can't coach the next person to do. And Cam has had more coaching at these things than anybody, so he should know the lessons.
Cam's
so
not
he
a
should be
starter
able
in
to
the
tell it.
NFL.
Would you bring him in as 2 in Philly?
Who, Cam? Nah, they got Mariota, and I think that's fine enough.
No, Cam's not a starter in this NFL, and he wants to be a starter. That's it.
He. The only reason I say
Nobody
he's not
would bring him
because
in as a
nobody
backup.
really needs. Nobody's in desperate need for that type of quarter. You got to be a certain type of quarterback.
No,
And
no,
he's not
I don't
set
even
right
think
now.
it's that. What's happened is we've just moved away. He's older. He's not as accurate. He's not as dynamic. He's more injury prone now. Obviously, he's older.
And last year in New England hurt him too. He looked bad.
But look at the quarterbacks that are dominating the NFL right now. They're all young guys. They're the younger guys. Not saying that you can't ball and be older, Aaron Rodgers and some other people, but at the end of the day, the ballers in the league right now are 5 years or 7 years in it. 7 years or less.
You know where I want him to go to play and be a backup? Daniel Jones in New York. And I say that because they've proven they can win without throwing a bunch of touchdowns. And he does the same thing that Daniel Jones does.
We got
Man, I
Tyrod.
don't know. I feel like Tampa Bay
Tyrod.
could possibly use him. If I was the Texans, I would bang him in as a backup. The Falcons could use him as a backup. I feel like there's a
Texans
lot of
definitely
the
Falcons,
the
no.
Cardinals.
Yeah. If
Like,
he's
there's a
willing
lot
to
of teams
accept
I
that
feel like
role.
should have
Falcons
him on
see-
the sideline.
Falcons get an up close and personal look at Cam all the time.
Hey,
They're
no,
like,
the
"Nah, we good."
the problem is, like he said, he knows there's not 32
That's the
quarterbacks better
problem,
than him.
yeah. He'll
So
be
if he has
sitting
that
over there
mindset,
thinking
you
he
coming in here
yeah.
thinking you better than the guy we got in front of you, that ain't gonna work. You got to be saying, I'm humbling myself. I'm willing to come in
That statement hurt him.
and mentor this younger guy. And if something happens and I need to play in a pinch, I'm ready to go.
He gonna break his kneecaps the first chance he gets. bro.
Maybe he should go to the XFL.
If he wants playtime, he might want to go to Miami if they'll have him.
That would be a good
'cause-
backup place for him.
Oh,
But
he'll
they
not
just
back
signed.
up. He gonna be playing.
They just signed the great Mike White.
Shit.
That's true.
Oh Lord, have mercy. We them boys sent in the members chat said Jordan Poole is stealing money. Stop it. Damn.
Yeah, Jordan Poole's had a disappointing season thus far. I think the fight was knocked out of him early.
Doing that to spite Golden State. They doing it to spite Golden State. They ain't doing nothing about
Yes.
Draymond hitting him in his mouth.
Nah.
He
You think
throwing
so?
the whole
What did
season
you
away.
want to
Now
happen?
Jordan Poole think he's
What you want to happen when you get punched in the mouth by Draymond?
What would I have happened?
No, like what?
Oh.
Yeah, what would you want the organization to do?
Ja was
They
suspended
did what
longer
they
than
were supposed
Draymond.
Ja was suspended longer than Draymond. That's true. Waving that little bitty pistol.
He didn't even hit nobody.
And Draymond was relieving stress.
He really was. The stress of Jordan Poole getting on his damn nerves.
You-
Oh, hold on. Let me send this one. Otto, is Tyloo overrated?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
Why?
name me 5 other coaches with a title that's better than him.
We spicy now. That's what I'm talking about.
Better than him. I mean, what has he done?
Name me
great?
5 other coaches with a
got a
title better than him.
Keep going, Sheldon.
Doc did too.
You said Doc?
Yeah.
You saying Doc's better than him?
I'm just saying why we saying he's so great. What has he done that Doc hadn't done?
Not blowing a 3-1 lead.
Because he wasn't never in it.
What do you mean? He was in
He
the
didn't
Western
get up
Conference
3.
Finals more recently than Doc.
Damn, you
Doc
right.
ain't been out of the second round in the past 10 years. I told you a lot of Doc stats.
They're the same thing though. I mean,
They
I
not.
don't fear Ty no more than I fear Doc.
Oh, shit.
You must need a doctor saying that shit.
Oh, shit.
They the same thing to me. I think that we overhype Ty Lewis being
Them
the
don't
just
could get high
genius.
Who?
From the Celtics.
Where do you think that came from? That 3-1 comeback?
Yeah, what the Doc talk.
Tyloo. So let's just say, for instance, and we doing
Oh, the 3-1
revisionist
comeback,
history. If he never came back from 3-1, do we look at Tyloo the same way?
No, he's looked different, but so far in LA with the Clippers, I think he's done the best he could as far as with the superstar that never is on the court. Made it to the Western Conference Finals without him when he got hurt. Took the Phoenix Suns to 6 games.
But he couldn't get over the hump. We don't give players a pass. Why are we gonna give him a pass?
He got a ring.
Because he did more than Doc.
His
Yeah, he got a ring.
Kawhi literally got hurt in the series, nigga. What are you talking about?
Who got hurt and we said it didn't matter? Somebody did.
That's different, bro. Because I can argue LeBron
We said
wins.
about
I can say
Luka.
I can argue LeBron wins the title over the
Porzingis went
Warriors.
down.
if-
We
if-
talked
if-
about Luka losing, right? So we do it players
Nah.
like that.
It's
Why we can't
different,
do
bro.
coaches? What's the difference?
It's different, bro.
If we didn't give Luka a pass when he lost his second best player, why are we giving Tyler?
Because that's like if Luka got knocked out and then we're blaming Luka for getting knocked out because he got hurt.
Well, one's a player, one's a coach, so
I'm
that would
just
be the
saying-
difference. I see where you're
Yeah.
going, but that would be the difference for me.
That's his best. That's the best player you got, and they and they
So
hurt.
so how long before Lou's on watch? How long this team
Lou
has?
should be on
This,
watch
it's
now.
on this. This is the watch. He's on watch now.
He was on watch going into the season.
Same. We talking about the same year.
So
Nah,
therefore, he's overrated.
No,
He's
if
great.
he doesn't,
can't
if
be
he
on
doesn't,
watch.
if he gets them to the Western Conference Final this season, he's not an overrated coach.
Okay, I'm with you on that. I'll
If he
agree
gets
with
them
that.
to the Western Conference, he's not overrated because then he's proven that if he got his guys and they healthy, he can do what he need to do. But if he don't, then feed him to the wolves.
I mean, okay. He's becoming overrated. I think a lot of that is.
You just don't fuck with him. That's what
Nah, I did, but I'm with Shelton. I've been watching the results over the last couple of years. I'm like, hey man, like shit. Where's the guy that we thought was here?
he develops his players. I've seen Zubac playing well.
Zubac was playing well when he was a Laker.
Why the Lakers let him
Yeah.
go?
Yeah, they traded him because they knew he could play, and the Clippers wanted
They
him.
traded him for a box of peanuts and
They did, but he was actually playing well though. Mm-hmm. He still was playing good. With
That's
the
why
Lakers.
Magic Johnson got ripped for that move. They felt the Clippers basically
They stole him.
Yeah,
Magic Johnson fired himself.
He really did.
he did. So I don't know, but appreciate that. We'll see. The other one I have, this is a good one too. We them boys. Are we in an era of inflated stats in the NBA?
Yes.
Too
Yes.
many players having historic seasons.
Yes.
I saw a stat that was
That
so
that
crazy.
that New York Knicks game last night against Minnesota was prime example. Minnesota had 80 points in the first half, and the Knicks had 69. So in saying that, these teams are scoring points at a rapid pace because of the lack of defense. I mean, you got some nice shots out there. They're making some nice baskets, and you're seeing some nice offense, but you're not seeing the execution that we used to see back in the days where, if you watch, and I don't know if y'all got NBA TV, but you can watch some of those older games. You can actually see the execution and the level of preciseness on the court with some of those teams back then.
I saw a stat the
I don't
other
see
day.
that no more.
It says 45 people averaged 20 plus points in the NBA. 10 years ago, it was only 11.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. We just talked about Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray averages 20 points a game. And we talk about him like he's
45 people
mid.
average a dub. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
We're in a
Yeah.
scoring era though.
No, we are.
Right.
It's a lot of the rules. It's a lot of the way that the pace of the game.
Yeah.
You look at points per possession. That's way up. You know what I'm saying in the NBA.
A lot of threes.
A lot of threes, right? Like teams at this point feels like they rather shoot a 3-point shot than a layup. You know what I'm saying? Like just because of the point per possession. You're talking about 80 to 69. That used to be damn near the whole 4 quarters back in the 80s
Right.
and 90s. You know what I'm saying? So Shelton, you do have a point. The game of basketball in terms of the execution, a lot of these teams don't have it. And I think that's why a lot of these teams struggle in the playoffs. Because the playoffs do slow down. Now, it's not, 80 to 79, for the whole 4 quarters. Obviously, they're still scoring at a higher pace, but it is more of a grind type of thing. So those teams that do have real sets and that know how to execute down the stretch, those are the teams that separate themselves. But it is crazy that we have 45 players averaging 20 points. And it is an era of inflated stats. But because of the shot selection and the amount of shots that are now taken in the NBA game. You know what I'm saying? So they're quadrupling the amount of 3-point attempts and almost doubling the amount of regular field goal attempts.
Right.
Versus that era. So
And that's how they get in these stats. Like even Sabonis right now, for example, in this game, he has 7.6 rebounds and 4 assists. He'll have a triple double, and this is the first quarter with 2 minutes left. He'll have a triple double before halftime. That's unheard of. That used to be something like to marvel at, but now we look at it like, that's regular. He did in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was asking myself when I saw Joker had another triple double. I'm like, man, he's putting up triple doubles like it ain't shit. So it's just like at what point, like how valuable will that be, or will it continue to be? You know, when I was so I was asking that's actually a good question, because I was like, man, does this shit just not mean shit anymore?
The impact ain't as it used to be.
And Joker's a bad boy. I'm not discrediting the Joker. It was just the way he's getting these stats.
Ooh, that was beautiful.
Is crazy. So yeah. So
Them boys out there having fun.
Rob Costa said Joker is
right
mid.
Joker is not mid.
No.
You know, he's elite.
You can say a lot of things about him, but that ain't one.
He definitely not mid.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be Boston on TV.
That's a skill set that's very unique. I would like to have seen Joker play back in the day. I wonder how that style would have looked in old school basketball.
Like Arvydas Sabonis. Just a little bit more athletic, which is crazy to say.
The last one I have, I don't know if you guys have looked at the standings lately, but only 4 teams have less than 30 wins. The parity in the league this year is crazy.
Should make for a good playoff. I'm excited to see what the NBA playoffs look like.
I just thought the interesting thing for me is like when I look at, for instance, you look at the Lakers, who have had a shitty season. So much has gone wrong for them. They're 35 and 37 somehow. And you would think that they would be at the bottom. But then you talk about how good teams like Utah, Oklahoma, Minnesota, Dallas, for one, had a nice little run.
Oklahoma, what'd you say?
Oklahoma City Thunder, yeah.
I forgot about that. I was like, who's Oklahoma?
And the Golden State Warriors, who's had a lot of shit going on for them. Like the Warriors are 37 and 36. Dallas 36 and 36. Like they're two losses behind them without LeBron, without AD for part of the season, and all the shit that was going on. So that's insane. And I think the other thing is looking at the Clippers. The Clippers 38 and 34, and you know, so it is a lot of very average teams, and especially in the West
Throughout the league, yeah.
So the Hawks, look how bad the Hawks have played all year.
They're still like 50.
And they're 500, 36 and 36. You know, Miami has been bad, 36 and 34. Brooklyn traded away their best player, 39 and 34.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think the playoffs should be pretty interesting because it's hard to really determine who's good or not. And I think that's when you'll really start to see some of these superstars kind of, you know, make a name for themselves and win some of these series. So, I mean, if you're like right now, the Jazz would play, well, no, they wouldn't. Minnesota and Denver, et cetera, et cetera. So, but do you want to see the Lakers in the playoffs?
Yeah.
With that revamped roster?
Yes.
I do.
If you're one of those teams,
Oh,
you
you
get
mean
them
from their perspective? Hell no. Hell
And
no.
LeBron-
early season
LeBron had a
Lakers.
break
LeBron
too.
come back. I
Hell
would.
no.
Nah, man.
He
Like
coming back.
yeah.
LeBron gonna be back.
Before the
He gonna
roster
throw them
turned over
off.
Shelton, yeah, I wouldn't worry about them. I think this new
Now,
roster,
yeah.
I think LeBron coming back gonna throw everything off.
shit, it ain't like AD helping. He doing dumb shit.
We
and
talking
that too.
about arguably the best player ever coming back to the line.
I see
That's-
where you're coming from because the ball probably
It's
would
gonna
be
be-
sticking.
Yep,
and shit
the
like
ball
that,
gonna
so.
stick, and them boys ain't gonna know what to do with him out there. They'll freeze up looking at him. Them same guys that's playing and active now, the Beasleys, all those guys, they're gonna be standing around looking at him. Reeves averaging what, 16 a game, and it's over.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, so it's gonna be interesting, man. How many games we have left?
10.
10 games. 2
That's
weeks.
crazy, man. We only got 10 games left.
Yep, and then the playoffs kick in, bro. So we'll be there. When is the draft? NFL draft?
A month?
Do we have a date?
Got a month.
Okay. Yeah, baseball should be starting soon, but
The whatchamacallit game ought to be over with now.
No,
And if-
we're
in,
losing.
Japan versus America, the
I was
baseball championship.
World Baseball
Baseball
Classic.
Championship.
Oh, we got to run. It's the top of the ninth. It's 3-2, and we have Otani is pitching, which is bad for us.
Oh man,
And McNeil is at bat.
that should be all right.
Yeah, we'll probably do some live playoff shows. Drink more water. Yeah, those are
Don't
always
we
fun.
typically do?
Yeah, those are always fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they usually playing. Yeah.
so we'll
Ohtani
work
is-
something out. We'll work something out.
Otani is like the Joker of baseball.
If he can stay healthy, see, he always getting hurt.
April 27th through the 29th. This is draft.
Oh, okay. So we have to plan something for that. So that's next month. But yeah, that's all I got. I think that's it. Rob, boom. Next call-in show. Rob, we might do that next week, bro. We might do that next week. 'Cause I'm glad you asked because I've been wanting to do one actually. So yeah, we can I'll see about doing that next week, bro. Yep. New things have been kind of slow, so we got about 2 weeks for basketball kick in. So we could probably make that happen.
One last NFL question. Who is y'all's favorite team thus far in the preseason as far as, not favorite team, but I'm saying the moves that
Best
they
moves.
made. Yeah, who's made the best moves this offseason?
I do like what the Panthers have done. To be honest with you, I do like the addition of Thielen. I do like the coaching staff. I do like what the Panthers have done.
Sanders.
And I think the NFC South is always so crazy that the Panthers could damn near win that shit with a rookie quarterback this upcoming season. So, then what does that say about Derek Carr? We don't know. That's right. But I do like the Panthers. I didn't want to steal your thunder though.
No, that's fine. I wasn't even gonna mention them. I was thinking about, there's two teams that stick out to me is Detroit. Detroit got Gardner Johnson. They got from Philly, which was
They
a
upgraded.
huge pickup at safety. Y'all forgive me. They got a couple other players. They got Montgomery from Chicago. They got a couple other players, but Detroit is stacking up.
Yeah, they favored to win that division. I like what my Cowboys did, of course. I like adding. I like
Ain't do
adding the
nothing, really.
cornerback. I like adding Jones in the backfield.
Yeah, Stephon Gilmore is nice. Ronald Jones is nothing.
I mean,
He's a downgrade from Zeke.
Third down. I mean, I feel like we're going to draft a running back. I've been hearing a lot of talk about Bijan Robinson. I don't know if I want him.
You would.
I don't.
You would.
Because you're going to go through the same scenario that you went with Zeke, and we're going to have to overpay him in a couple of years.
The only thing is he's both them put together. You can let Pollard
Robinson's
go.
a beast. I wouldn't.
Robinson
I
is
would-
a monster.
Yeah, he's a monster.
He's untackleable.
I wouldn't like to take him in. I wouldn't want him in the first round.
I want Philly to take him with that 10 pick. That's what I want to happen, to be honest with
It's
you.
too high.
I would say so for a running back, but I think he's one of those guys that can, if he don't have health issues. As long as he can stay healthy, he's worth a top pick. He's going to change somebody's offense.
That's true.
Y'all did. I like Brandon Cooks coming there because Dallas had 4 plays over 40 yards passing, and he had 4 by himself last year.
yeah.
So
I like
that's
the Cooks weaponry with Gallup going to be better next year. Then CeeDee Lamb, of course, should be better.
and I love Stephon Gilmore. That's my hometown guy. So, and he's a smart corner on the other side of Diggs. Plus, he picked off Dak last year. So I picked off Dak last year. So that don't mean nothing. But also, the last team to mention before we go is Chicago. Chicago, man, is stacking up, getting more. DJ Moore from Carolina. They finally got a legit number 1 receiver to go along with Mooney. They picked up. Dang, I knew him when
The dude from, I'm thinking about from the Steelers last year.
Yeah, they got Claypool too.
Claypool.
But they picked up a couple other players. Chicago made some moves this offseason that I really liked, and I can't think. Trading out number 1, getting more picks helps too. So Chicago's gonna load up. They getting some help.
I like that Detroit and Chicago have been active since they know Green Bay going to be on
Yes,
the downs by
yes.
himself, yeah.
They are, and Chicago should be much better this season.
FIFO. Ben Betts asked, "How can we get in y'all Madden League? Because I would give y'all hell." Are we opening it up like that?
Are we? We know what happened.
I don't
last
know.
time.
I know what happened last time. Yeah, she got crazy. But Ben, do this if you're still here. Just send us a message. We'll talk because it's kind of like a little private league that we have going on. But But yeah, we'll see what's up. Send us a DM on Twitter or Instagram, and it's a PS5, and we only have a few teams left, honestly. But yeah, we'll talk to the commish and among ourselves, and we'll see what's up. But don't be coming in there with that bullshit though.
Spam
No,
and
sir.
shit.
Yeah, all that bullshit. We play real football. Well, some of us do. There's still some spammers in
Video
there, bro.
game
There's still some video gamers in there, but you know it is what it is. Drink more water, same thing, bro. Just send us a message. You're a member, so we might be able to hook you up, bro. So yeah, just shoot us a message. I think you're on the Discord or something like that too. So and then I'll we'll talk and then we'll see what we can get set up. All right, well that's the show for tonight. We will catch you guys next Tuesday. We are out. Peace.
Peace. Hey, Rob, why don't you join?
What, Madden?
Yeah, he got a PS4 though.